Responsible and caring young minds or adults do not just happen, they're made. So then, how can we as parents be that catalyst for change with the young minds we groom every day? Good day, everyone. I'm so glad to be having this talk about the powerful voice of the parent. The care, the nurture, and the love of my parent is my springboard to a life full of promises. It strengthened me during hard times and made me who I am today. Early in life, the words that my father repeatedly said to me was, "You are enough. You can do anything you want. You can be anything." Anything? Enough? This words made me feel on top of the world. It made me feel confident. It made me feel empowered. I was happy, and I knew that failure was not an option. And so, my question to you fathers is, what are you saying to your daughters? What are you telling your sons? Remember, your words resonate with them. It guides them. It empowers them through life. My mother, of blessed memory, she wanted all our children to be educated and hardworking. Have you heard the story about "Because I'm a Girl"? That was my mother's story. She was the girl child, left at home to do chores while our brothers went to school. She saw our brothers' lives transformed by education, and they were living their best lives. But her and her sisters, not so much. She wanted better for herself, and she wanted better for her children. What comes to mind when we hear hard work? Does it sound like a burden? Does it sound like a chore? With the encouraging voice of my parents, education and hard work sounded to me like an end to a means. Not a chore, not a burden, but something that elevates and creates opportunities. I knew I wanted that. According to the survey conducted by 0 to 3 about the impact of parental care, it was realized that parents' care has a long-term impact on a child's development. And talking to children actually starts to benefit their language skills from birth. Also, 9 in 10 parents surveyed reported that the way they were raised is a key influence on their parenting skills. 6 out of 10 say that what they learned from their parents is very useful. If you're taking anything away from me today, remember, your voice is the singular voice that matters most to your children. Please use it wisely. And I'm sure we've heard about the saying that the power of life and death resides in our tongue. Parents, you have the power to speak life. You have the power to speak success. You have the power to speak every good thing you wish into the lives of your children. I'm a Canadian, an African, but my country of birth is Nigeria. Allow me to share some interesting facts about my beloved country. Nigeria is the most populous African country with over 200 million citizens. That means 200 million smiles. It's a multicultural state with unrivaled cultural magnificence. It has the world's largest diversity of butterfly. We are the pioneer of Afrobeat. We are the proud producer of the first literature Nobel laureate. Nigeria is the economic heartbeat and the largest oil and gas producer in Africa. according to Arts and Culture, powered by Google. Nigeria is all this and more, but every parent while I was growing up wanted their children to be a doctor, a lawyer, an engineer, or nothing else. My parents came before their time. They wanted me to put in the hard work and be the very best I can be. No one else but my authentic self. They both were my number one cheerleader. Are you? Are you your children's number one cheerleader? Do they know they can count on you to be in their corner? Can they believe in you that you'll be available to them through any challenging times? Armed with self-confidence, education, and the tender loving care of my parents, I knew the world is my playground. I lost my dad at a young age, and I experienced hardship. I was lonely. I was hungry. I was homeless. But his words and my faith in God kept me going. I knew tomorrow would come. I knew I needed to stay focused. I knew I needed to keep trying. I knew the situation I found myself was temporary. I knew my situation would change. I knew I'm better than the situation I found myself. As a society, we have underestimated the power of hard work. Labor is what usually comes to mind when we hear the word. Look around. Living life needs hard work and commitment. Maintaining relationships, maintaining friendship, maintaining marriages, raising young minds all need hard work. We all want the outcome, but we need to put in the work. We need to put in the passion. We need to put in the love. My parents made me want to put in my all because they believed in me. This world could be cold, could be very competitive. Most of the time, it feels like dog eat dog, no mercy. But as a parent, you need to prepare your children for the life ahead. Their path will be different from yours no matter what you do. Do not prepare the road for them. Let them chart their path. Do not live your life through your children. Support them to be focused, intentional, and an exceptional adult. I smile involuntarily when I remember my parents. I still feel the warmth of their love, and I feel like I'm being cradled in their arms with your unending love. The education they've gained, the skills they've attained along the way, and their fate, you would have added an incredible person, an adult you will be proud of to the world. They will forever be grateful and pass on the baton to their children, and they will forever remember the powerful voice of their parent. Thank you.